Hey guys, gwyned here, bringing you my first round from the BestDeal Standard Pauper event. My opponent is Anomalous, and here we go. I have won the dice roll, and I will choose to play first. And here's a look at my opening hand. Not sure. I'm on a different computer now, so I'm not sure if the settings are a little weird. I guess this is just the way the replays go. I'm going to go ahead just 1 second and see if I can't drag this down here where it should be. Trying to make a little more sense of it. Okay, guess that's the best I'm going to do. Obviously this is a replay and my settings must be a little weird or they've changed the way it works. Anyway, so we are off. I did go ahead and mulligan that first hand. And then I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. My opponent also, no, let's see, my opponent kept as well. Alright, so I'll start off with an island. Obviously, no turn one play here. My opponent leads off with a plains, making me think he's probably playing mono white, but obviously it could be anything. Essence Scatter's a pretty decent draw. Obviously here I'm just going to go ahead and run out the welcome turn and see if my opponent has anything he can do about that. Okay, so he's playing some kind of Boros build as it turns out. And he plays, sorry, went past that a little fast, Gather Townfolk. Not usually a card that I'm a big fan of, but certainly getting, spend 2, get 2 power and toughness worth, not too bad at all. Here, draw the Stitch Strike's not going to be exactly great since he doesn't have any way of killing the welcome turn, but maybe he'll burn it out. Obviously, I'm going to go ahead and swing in here since it can't block. And then I will go ahead and play the Frostburn Weird, which will be really nice to keep these humans back, keep them really from being able to do anything to me, and pass the turn back. Hold on to this Haunted Fingraph, hoping maybe he'll kill the welcome turn and let me get the Stitch Drake online if I don't show it to him. So he plays a Cellar of Songbirds. That's an interesting choice. We need to wonder maybe he's almost got like some kind of tokens thing going on. Normally this is not a card I would suggest you play. So draw a second Stitch Drake, pretty unfortunate there. Going to go ahead and swing in with the Frostburn. Now he does have the ability to crack back for 4. I will probably play the Haunted Fingraph this turn, so I can pump twice, I think. Let's see, and he chooses not to block, so I do just pump once and play the Haunted Fingraph and pass. Probably should have pumped it another time there. Let's see what he's going to do. I assume he'll just crack back for everything. Yeah, if I'd pumped twice, it would have been a more even exchange, but it's fine. I'm certainly still ahead on life. Obviously, he's probably more aggressive than I am. Okay, and he's got an Attendant Knight. Obviously, I'm not going to let that hit the board. That would be a 2-for-1 against me with the 1/1 token, so we're just going to get that off the board. Alright, pretty straightforward. Draw a second Frostburn Weird. Definitely a great draw for me. I'm going to go ahead and, again, just pump once, and then play out the Frostburn Weird. Alright, back on his turn. He has, he's got a Thatcher's Revolt. Again, not a card, I think this is maybe the first time I've ever seen this card played. If he's got some kind of way to pump that up, this would definitely be pretty good. But as is, I'm not too worried about the damage here. Plus, I'm going to be able to kill off a token. I will go ahead and block the Cellar of Songbirds, obviously. Actually, that was a mistake. I probably should have blocked one of the tokens and killed it. I don't know what I was thinking there. I guess I was thinking, I don't know what I was thinking, but that was definitely the wrong play. Should have killed it off. So, first mistake on my part. Probably won't matter. Have a pretty good board state here. I'm going to go ahead and leave both Frostburn Weirds back this time. Then we'll hit for 2 with the welcome turn, dropping my opponent to 8. And I'll drop the Cloudfin Raptor, not that it's likely to do a whole lot here. Opponent drops an Evolving Wilds. And going to continue to swing in. Nope, he's just going to content to hold back. And I draw a Silent Departure. Just going to continue to hit with the welcome turn, see if I can get him to trade off that bird. If this trades off, I can get a Stitch Drake into play, and that would obviously be very good for me. Just going to hold on to my Silent Departure for the moment. No real reason to play it. And my opponent has a Boros Guildgate. Just playing lands, not really doing a whole lot, and just passes the turn back himself. Well, I'm just going to continue to attack as well here. Basically got a 3-turn clock, and eventually he'll have to block, and then I'll be able to get the Stitch Drake into play. I did go ahead and just bounce one of his tokens. I don't really see Silent Departure getting any better, and then next turn I'll be able to get rid of another token in that same way. But still would love him to block with a bird, so I left him that. So let's see what he wants to do. He does have another Attendant Knight here. kind of slowing down my ground game, but at this point I'm not really playing much ground game anyway. So draw into a third Frostburn Weird. Definitely probably should have played this first, pumped up the Cloudfin Raptor. I was playing a little loose at this point, I'm afraid. But he does go ahead finally and block, and now I'll go ahead and drop the Stitch Drake. And while I'm here, it does evolve my Cloudfin Raptor, but it could have attacked last time had I done that differently. Would have been an extra point of damage. Again, probably won't matter here, but still something to consider. So pumps that up to a 2-3, and now I've definitely got an overwhelming stake. So made several mistakes in that, played pretty sloppy, but my opponent didn't do a whole lot, and so it was a pretty easy game one. I'll be back in a minute for game two.